I recently opened up a med spa, and I told you this at the vault. Me and my
Yeah.
wife, my business partner, opened up a med spa here in Orlando, and we had a ribbon cutting. Our kids were there. We'd bring the kids to the office all the time, and someone telling me like, "Man, you and your wife are taking away time for the kids," and we are, but we try to do the best we can. But then Alex Morton, big speaker, as you know, he was like, "Dude, opposite. Your kids are watching you. You and your wife
Yeah.
built the empire. Tell me about your kids. Like, how do they receive you guys working so hard?"
Dude, my children, they literally watch me and my wife. If you ask my daughter what she wants to be when she grows up, she'll say her mom.
Wow.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, parents going home and spending time with your kids isn't what it's about. It's showing your kids what's possible and showing them the example, and then again, taking them with you. Our children, like, they're here at work right now. They're in our office. We have a school, we homeschool them. They're back over here with us. I mean, they're here with us all the time. I mean, listen, here's the deal. It's your life. You own it. You can create it to be whatever you want. If anybody goes, well, I can't do that. You can do whatever you want. That's bullshit. You can make whatever you want. So, but anyways, I would tell you this. My number one job in my life is that when I die, I want to make sure that if I tell my kid his entire life that he can do whatever he wants to do, then I need to make sure that he saw me be able to do whatever I wanted to do, so he knows that it's the truth. Because
That's amazing.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of parents out there that their kids look up to them and want to be like them. And there's a lot of people that'll say, well, I just don't want that. What do you mean? Of course you want that. You want to show your kids what's possible. You want to dream big. And by the way, the fact that me and their mom run together every day, it shows them what a marriage is supposed to look like. So one day when they get married, they can be powerful also. Like, what do you mean? Like, our job is to also be the example of what a good man looks like for my daughter and what an amazing woman looks like to my son.
Two topics popped up in my head. Law of attraction. Do you believe it?
Yeah, facts. Whatever. If you can see it in your mind, you can get it.
Then there's this other school of thought that comes in. I'm Muslim. I have a lot of Christian friends, Muslim friends, Jewish friends, all over the world. I have friends. And they'll say every religion kind of comes in and say, wait a minute, no, you're not putting God. How do you saying you create your reality? God is the creator. And I've asked this question to multiple influencers. They have an answer. What's your response to that? Is it you creating your reality, or is it another power, third higher power, or is it you together? What's your perspective?
No, I think God made me to be an example for other people. And I think that the bigger the testimony, right, the bigger the change. And I think he put me through some pretty big tests. And that's why I got a pretty big testimony. I think that's the reason why we're blowing up and we're changing people's lives. And I think that it was all his work. And so I'm grateful for it all. I'm grateful for everything that has happened. Every time that the time I almost went to jail, the time that, Jackie said, hey, I've learned to live without you. You need to get your shit together. You're letting me down. The time that I betrayed people, the time I got betrayed, the time that I played the victim, the time I didn't work out, the time I did, the time I burned people, the time I got burned by people. Like, all those things needed to happen for me to ultimately go through total recreation. So like in the Bible, and obviously you talked about different religions, but there's this guy named the Apostle Paul, right? Like, that took the Bible the furthest. And he was once Saul. He was a Christian killer. Like, people go from like being these really bad people to really good people. They go from being really poor to really rich. They go from being really bad, hatred people to being the most loving people on planet Earth. And so I definitely believe, I believe personally in Christ. And there's lots of different religions, but I will tell you this, 100%, no doubt that I believe that God has had me go through what I went through so that I could help other people that have gone through crap, which is 95% of the world, and they can turn their lives around.